Did you know that Tucson, Arizona is one of the oldest continuously inhabited places in North America? Yes, you heard that right. This desert city's story began long before the advent of written history, with its first chapters etched in prehistoric times. Let's take a journey back in time, around 12,000 years ago. The first human presence in the Tucson area can be traced back to this era, with the Paleo-Indians being the first known inhabitants. These early hunter-gatherers roamed the wide-open plains, hunting large game and gathering wild plants for sustenance. It's fascinating to imagine that the very ground we walk on today was once trodden by these ancient people. As we move forward in time, we encounter the Hohokam civilization. Arriving around 3,000 years ago, the Hohokam people brought a new way of life to the Tucson area. They were the first to introduce agriculture to this region, cultivating crops like corn, beans, and squash. Not only did they farm, but they also built an extensive irrigation system, a testament to their ingenuity and resourcefulness. The Hohokam civilization flourished for centuries, leaving behind a rich legacy of pottery, jewelry, and other artifacts. Their impressive engineering feats, such as the irrigation canals they built, are still visible in the landscape today. The Hohokam's influence on the Tucson area was profound, shaping the land and its people for generations. But the Hohokam civilization wasn't destined to last forever. Around the middle of the 15th century, their society began to decline for reasons still unknown. But their impact on the region was indelible, leaving a lasting imprint that continues to be felt to this day. So, Tucson's history started to take shape, from the first footprints of Paleo-Indians to the sophisticated Hohokam civilization. But that's just the beginning of the story. As we'll see, Tucson's history is a rich tapestry of cultures and influences, each contributing to the vibrant city we know today. But what happened when the Europeans arrived in Tucson? Well, the answer takes us back to the year 1692, when a Jesuit missionary by the name of Eusebio Kino first set foot on Tucson soil. This marked the beginning of the Spanish colonization of the region, a period of profound and lasting transformation. Eusebio Kino, a man of faith and exploration, was instrumental in bringing Christianity to the native population. He established missions throughout the region, aiming to spread the Catholic faith. But Kino's influence extended beyond spiritual matters. He introduced European agricultural practices, including the cultivation of wheat, grapes, and various fruits, which greatly changed the local economy and way of life. However, it wasn't until 1775 that Tucson gained strategic importance. In that year, the Spanish established the Presidio San Agustin del Tucson, a fortified military settlement designed to protect the northern frontier of New Spain. This establishment marked the birth of modern Tucson as we know it, as it became the nucleus around which the city grew and developed. During this time, Tucson was a frontier town, a melting pot of Spanish, Native American, and Mestizo cultures. The Spanish rule brought not only new political and economic systems, but also new cultural and architectural influences that are still visible today. As you wander the streets of Tucson, you might notice the distinctly Spanish architectural features such as adobe walls, flat roofs, and central courtyards, remnants of the Spanish colonial period. Yet, the Spanish era was not without conflict and tension. The native tribes often resisted the Spanish rule, leading to sporadic revolts and uprisings. Despite these challenges, the Spanish managed to maintain control over the region for more than a century, until Mexico gained independence in 1821. The Spanish era left an indelible mark on Tucson, from architecture to culture. Even today, centuries after the Spanish first arrived, their influence continues to shape the identity and character of this vibrant southwestern city. Have you ever wondered how Tucson became part of the United States? Let's journey back to the early 19th century. Following the Mexican War of Independence, Mexico claimed independence from Spain in 1821. This event marked the beginning of Tucson's period under Mexican rule. The Spanish flags were lowered and the Mexican ones hoisted high. This change of guard, however, did not alter the essence of Tucson. Its rich cultural heritage continued to thrive under the new administration. For 3 decades, Tucson remained a part of Mexico, but the winds of change were blowing once again, this time from the north. The United States, with its expanding frontier, was looking westward. The concept of manifest destiny, the belief that the U.S. was destined to stretch from the Atlantic to the Pacific, was in full swing. And so in 1854, the Gadsden Purchase came into the picture. Named after James Gadsden, the U.S. Minister to Mexico, this purchase was a significant milestone in Tucson's history. For a sum of $10 million, a region of over 29,000 square miles, which included present-day southern Arizona and southwestern New Mexico, was transferred from Mexico to the United States. This region, which included our beloved Tucson, became the last addition to the continental U.S. Tucson, once a distant outpost of the Spanish Empire and later a part of Mexico, was now under the stars and stripes of the United States. But the transition wasn't a complete erasure of the past. Instead, it added another layer to Tucson's vibrant cultural tapestry. The Mexican influence didn't disappear, it merged and mingled with the incoming American elements. This fusion of cultures manifested in architecture, cuisine, festivals, and the daily life of Tucson's residents. The city started to evolve, becoming a unique blend of Mexican and American influences, a symbol of unity and diversity. Tucson's identity was further shaped during this period, becoming a blend of Mexican and American influences. And how did Tucson fare in the Wild West era, you might wonder? Well, Tucson was no stranger to the excitement and adventure that characterized the Wild West. As the late 19th century rolled in, Tucson was rapidly expanding. The city was growing, not just in population, but also in economic and cultural significance. Its growth was spurred by a key event in the year 1880, the arrival of the Southern Pacific Railroad. This marked a significant chapter in Tucson's history, propelling the city into a bustling hub of activity. The Southern Pacific Railroad was more than just a means of transportation. It was the lifeline that connected Tucson with the rest of the country. This opened up new avenues for trade and commerce, leading to an economic boom that transformed Tucson from a sleepy desert town into a thriving city. The railroad brought with it a wave of newcomers, eager to explore the opportunities that Tucson had to offer. During the Wild West era, Tucson played a pivotal role. It was a city of contrasts, a place where the old and the new coexisted, where cultures merged, and where the spirit of the Wild West was very much alive. It was a place of cowboys and cattle drives, of saloons and shootouts, of adventure and opportunity. Tucson was not just a spectator in the Wild West era, it was an active participant. The city was a melting pot of diverse cultures, a place where different worlds collided and coexisted. It was a city that embraced the spirit of the Wild West with all its excitement and unpredictability. But Tucson was not just about the Wild West cliches of cowboys and outlaws. It was also a city of progress and innovation. It was a place where new ideas were embraced, where the future was being shaped, and where the spirit of the Wild West was infused with a sense of forward-thinking dynamism. And so, as the dust of the Wild West era settled, Tucson emerged stronger and more vibrant than ever. The city had not just survived the challenges of the Wild West era, it had thrived. Tucson was now firmly on the map, a bustling city in the heart of the Wild West. So, how did Tucson evolve into the city we know today? Let's delve into the 20th century, a period that truly marked a new era for this desert town. The foundation stone of this transformative phase was laid in 1885 with the establishment of the University of Arizona, the first university in the state. This milestone not only led to an academic and cultural boom in Tucson, but also played a crucial role in shaping the city's economy and demographic profile. Students from across the globe streamed into the heart of the desert, infusing the city with a youthful, vibrant spirit. The mid-20th century brought another significant shift. The post-World War II period witnessed a nationwide trend of urbanization, and Tucson was no exception. The city began to expand, moving beyond its original downtown area. This was the era of the Sun Belt boom, a time when people from colder northern states started moving south and west in search of warmer climates and new opportunities. Tucson, with its sunny weather and affordable living, became a popular destination. The city's population swelled, new neighborhoods sprouted, and infrastructure grew. The city's economy diversified too, moving beyond mining, ranching, and farming, and embracing sectors like tourism, aerospace, and technology. The rich tapestry of cultures that had woven Tucson's past continued to influence its present. The city, while growing, didn't lose sight of its roots. Its Spanish, Mexican, and Native American heritages found expression in its architecture, food, festivals, and daily life. Tucson's traditional adobe-style houses, its culinary delights like the Sonoran hot dog and the annual celebration of El Dia de San Juan, are just a few examples of how the city's past continues to shape its present. And so, Tucson grew from a small desert town to a vibrant city, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people. What does Tucson's rich history mean for the city today? That's the question we're exploring as we delve into the heart of Tucson as it stands in the present. This city, steeped in history, has flourished into a vibrant, diverse metropolis. Tucson's unique cultural heritage, a fusion of Native American, Spanish, Mexican, and Western influences, paints a colorful tapestry that is reflected in every facet of the city. From its culinary scene, boasting a United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organization, UNESCO, recognition as a city of gastronomy, to its thriving arts and music communities, Tucson is a city that celebrates its multicultural roots. But it's not just cultural diversity that defines Tucson today. The city has experienced robust economic growth over the years. Tucson's economy is a dynamic blend of traditional and innovative industries. Mining and agriculture, staples from its past, continue to play a significant role. However, today's Tucson is also a hub for aerospace and defense, biotechnology, and information technology, attracting talent from across the globe. Even with this impressive progress, Tucson remains a city deeply committed to preserving its historical heritage. The city's skyline, while punctuated with modern structures, is still dominated by historic landmarks that tell the tale of its storied past. The Presidio San Agustin del Tucson, the Mission San Xavier del Bac, and the Barrio Histórico are but a few of the historic sites meticulously preserved and cherished by the community. The city's numerous museums and cultural institutions further underscore this commitment. The Arizona State Museum, the Tucson Museum of Art, and the Arizona History Museum, to name a few, offer immersive experiences that honor Tucson's rich past while inspiring a sense of curiosity and respect for the cultures that have shaped it. Tucson today stands as a city that embraces its past while looking forward to the future. It's a city where history and progress coexist harmoniously, where cultural diversity is celebrated and cherished, and where the spirit of the Wild West still lingers in the air, reminding us of a robust and resilient past. Now, what have we learned about Tucson's vibrant history? We embarked on a journey tracing back to the birth of Tucson, where ancient indigenous people left their mark in the form of petroglyphs, the language of the stones. These early inhabitants of the region, the Hohokam, were known for their advanced irrigation systems, a testament to their ingenuity and resilience. As we moved forward in time, we encountered the era of Spanish colonization. This period brought about the Mission San Xavier del Bac, an architectural marvel that stands to this day as a symbol of the city's Spanish roots. It was during this era that Tucson began to gain its unique cultural blend. Transitioning into the era of Mexican rule, we delved into the Gadsden Purchase, a significant transaction that shifted Tucson's fate, bringing it under the United States' control. This period brought with it a wave of change and development, setting the stage for Tucson's future growth. Then, we found ourselves in the midst of Wild West Tucson, a time that has been romanticized in literature and cinema, but also marked by lawlessness and conflict. This iconic era left a lasting imprint on Tucson's identity. As we navigated through the annals of history, we arrived at modern Tucson, a time of exponential growth and transformation. From a small desert town, Tucson blossomed into a bustling city with its unique culture, stunning landscapes, and burgeoning industries. Finally, we explored Tucson today, a vibrant city that carries the echoes of its past while forging its path into the future. Its rich history, diverse culture, and natural beauty make it a remarkable place to live and visit. As we reflect on our journey through time, we realize that Tucson's history is not just a sequence of events, but a tapestry woven with threads of persistence, change, and cultural diversity. The city's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt, evolve, and thrive. Remember, Tucson is more than just a city in Arizona. It's a testament to thousands of years of human history and resilience. So, what do you find most fascinating about Tucson's history? Isn't it remarkable how this city has evolved over the years? From its humble beginnings as an indigenous settlement, through the era of Spanish colonization and Mexican rule, to the wild, Wild West days, and finally its transformation into the modern city it is today. Each phase of Tucson's history carries with it a unique tale of resilience, adaptability, and growth. It's a testament to the city's vibrant cultural heritage and the diverse influences that have shaped it. Now, this journey we've taken together through Tucson's history is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore and learn about this captivating city. So many stories are waiting to be told. Stories of the people, the places, the events that have left an indelible mark on Tucson. What are some aspects of Tucson's history that have piqued your curiosity? Are there any particular events or people you'd like to learn more about? Maybe it's the indigenous tribes that first inhabited the area, or the Spanish explorers who left their mark on Tucson. Or perhaps you're interested in the tales of the city's Wild West days. Your thoughts and questions are valuable to us. They help us dig deeper, explore further, and bring you the content that you're interested in. So don't hesitate to share them in the comments. And while we're at it, what other topics would you like us to cover in future videos? We're all ears. Your input helps shape the direction of our content, so don't be shy to share your ideas. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Tucson's history. We hope to see you in our next video.